Hola, students. I am going to go over some questions on the Chapter 9 test because I feel like some of you got confused on some of the problems. But from what I could tell in the test, you guys did great on adding with double-digit numbers, which is really awesome. But I just wanted to go over some problems that we were kind of unsure about, and then we'll go from there. But I'll do a quick example of a double digit problem. So for example, we have the number 17 plus 60. Well, let me erase. There we go. 67. And there's several ways you could do to solve this problem. You can make a number model. You can add, starting from the one place and then work your way to the higher place value, or you can work with the number line, or you can make a 10, whichever way works for you. But in this example, I'm going to show you guys how to do this type of double digit addition problem with using the number model. So what I like to do, I like to look at my tens place first. So if we look at the number 17, 1's going to be in our tens place. So that means I'm going to draw one rod to represent 10. And then I'm going to go down to my next number, which is 6, or 67. And 6 is in the tens place in 67. So I'm going to draw 6 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I'm going to add my ones place. So we have 7 and 7. And okay, so I'm going to draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But then I have an additional more 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And notice how we made a 10 when we combine the sevens together. So in this problem, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 in our ones place. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. And if you want to solve by first starting with addition in the ones place and work your way up, we know 7 plus 7 is 14. So you're going to drag that 1 over, and 1 plus 1 is 2, and 2 plus 6 is 8. Okay, so that's one of the reasons one of the ways you can solve for a double digit addition. And in this example, you would be able to make a 10, because if you're going to make a 10, you're going to do addition in your ones place. So if we have 7 and 7, that equals number 14, which is above 10. But if I have, instead of the number 17, we have the number 12, 2 plus 7 is 9, so that would not make it 10. So we would not have enough ones to make it 10 like we did in our previous example. Okay, and there was one problem on our test that was kind of tricky, and it was one of our word problems. It says, you earn a coin for every 10 cans you recycle. You recycle 34 cans. I'm going to write down the number, 34 cans, in 1 week and 28 the next. How many coins do you earn? So you earn 1 coin for every 10 cans you recycle. Okay. So this problem is pretty complex because you have to do a two-step process to figure out your answer. So first, you have to figure out what's the total cans that you've earned in this problem. So you'll have to add 34 to 28, and in this case, since we have to figure out 1 coin for every 10 cans, this would be a great problem to use the number model, so you can see how many rods you have in your answer. So what I'm going to do is add. So I'm going to first look into my tens place, and we have 3 and 34. So I'm going to draw 1, 2, 3. And then we have 2 and 28, which makes 1, 2. And then we have 4 ones and 34. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we have 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And notice how we made a 10 because 4 plus 8 is 12. So we did made a 10. So let's count how many 10s we have. We have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. So we have 6. And then we have 2 left over. So we have 2. And what ways you could do to check your work is 4 plus 8 is 12. So we have our 2 in the ones place, and then we're going to move our 1 in the tens place too with the tens. And then 1 plus 3 is 4, and then 4 plus 2 is 6. But then this problem saying like 10 cans equals 1 coin. So we would earn 6 coins. Because how many tens do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we had 2 cans left over, but they didn't have enough to make a 10. So it's kind of like we have to disregard them since we just want 10 cans for every coins. Okay. So you have 2 left over, but they didn't make enough to make a 10. Yeah, that problem was kind of tricky. Yeah, I noticed some of you guys just added the 34 plus 28 and got the answer, which is correct. But it wants you to figure out by using the tens to see how many tens are like down here. Okay, and I'm going to go over some more problems with you guys. You have 76 toy figures. Okay, so I'm going to write down the number 76. You buy some more. Now you have 93. Okay, so you started out with 76 and then you ended up with 93. How many toy figures did you buy? And this problem you have to think. So you have to think about it this way. You started out with 76, but then you earned more coins. But then you ended up with 93. Now you have a total of 93 coins, and it's asking how much do you have to get in order to get 93 toys. So you'll have to use subtraction in this equation. So you could subtract by starting with the ones place and work your way to the higher place value. Or what I think would be the best way to solve this problem is to go to the number line. So I'm gonna go here. Okay, and I'm gonna put 76 right here and count by tens. 86, and then let's see, I'm gonna pause on 90, and then 91, 92, and 93. Okay. So to get to 80, you go up 1 time, and that's equivalent to 10 to make it 86. But we have to figure out how many to 93. So you got 10, and then you have, let's see, well, you have 4 more to 90. So you have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you have 8. So 10 plus 8 will be 18. Let's see. Oh, no, not 18. Sorry, it's 17. My bad, because 4 plus 3 would be 7, and then 10 plus 7 will be 17. There we go. And if you're like, oh, I don't know if I did that right, you can also, this is what you can do. You know, I'm going to do this. So we have 76 plus 17 equals 93. Okay, and you just solved down the number line. If you're like, oh man, that was kind of difficult. What you could do is check it by adding them together. So we have 76 plus 17. 6 plus 7 is 13. You keep the 3 in the ones place, and then you move the 1 that's in the tens place in 13 over here. And then 1 plus 7 is 8. And then 8 plus 1 is 93. And you can also solve it by doing addition ahead on the number line too. Okay. The next one now, then this problem you have to match the equation with the number line. So in this problem, it starts out with 45, and then it goes to 46, and then 47, and then it goes up to 57, and then 67, and then 77, and then 87. Okay, and then the dot is on 45. And it lands on 87. So you have to figure out the equation that best describes it. So you notice here on you have the ones. So you know you have something in the ones place. So I'm going to put a 2 up here. So 45 plus blank equals 87. And I know a 2 is going to be in my ones place since we're adding by ones. And then we go and start counting by 10. So we start by saying 1, 2, 3, 4, and we have 4 in the tens place since we counted by tens 4 times. And we have 42. And you're like, oh, I'm not for sure if I did answer that correctly. You can add 45 plus 42 together. So if you add them together right here, 45 plus 42, 5 plus 2 is 7. And see, you notice that in the ones place, we had a number less than 10. We did not have enough in the ones place to make it 10. So we have 7, and then 4 plus 4 is 8. So we did do that correctly. Okay, and the last one. In this problem, we have 88 plus, let's see, I'm going to make my plus sign a little bit better. That was kind of sloppy. 88 plus 7. And it wants you to expand on this to make the 10 model. So this is going to it's going to expand like this, 88 plus blank, plus a circle plus a circle. So right here, these two circles are going to add up to 7. But then down here, it wants you to add to 90 and then plus circle. So it's very important to pay attention here. You might have the correct add-ins, but like, for example, so we want to add in that makes 88 plus blank equals 90. Well, what number will make 10? If you add 8 plus blank, what number would make 8 10? If we hold up 8 fingers, we need how many more fingers to get to 10? We need 2. Okay, so 88 plus 2 would bring that number to 10 and would make this number 90. So 88 plus 2 would be 90, which is a true statement. And then if you look at the 7, the line's drawn out to where it's like, okay, 2 plus blank equals 7. And you're like, okay, if I hold up 7 fingers and take away 2, I have 5 left over. So 2 plus 5 is 7. And I noticed some of you guys would put the 5 where like 88 plus 5 and then plus 2. We want to make sure we're putting in correct statements, because if we put 88 plus 5, that wouldn't be true because 88 plus 5 would not equal to 90. And so then down here, it brings this answer to 90 because 88 plus 2, so you would just drag that 5 here to give you a more simplified answer to 95. And then 88 plus 7 would also equal to 95 as well. But in this case, we're trying to make a 10 to make it more easy to do addition with, because if we make it a 10, we just have to add 0 to the ones place, whatever number we are leaving behind. So like 2 plus 5, and then bring the 5 down to make it to 90, plus 5 is 95. So I want you guys to pay attention to close details like that, because we want to make sure we're putting in the right numbers in the right spots, because 88 plus 5 will not equal to 90. And if you have any more additional questions with making 10 or using the number line or anything regarding to word problems, please let me know. I'm more than happy to meet with you and discuss this more over through Zoom, and then let you guys get more hands-on practice. But in that case, I'll let you guys go, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.